Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. Happy Sunday, everybody. I hope your day and your weekend are going very well so far. Got a new day, which of course means a new NBA player prop video to share with you guys. But first, as always, people, please make sure to go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and drop a comment down below. It helps the channel grow, and it really does mean a ton to us. With a new day comes a new opportunity to go ahead and make some money. I have 4 NBA player props to go and share with you guys in tonight's NBA slate. I know you guys are probably thinking, what are we doing here on a Sunday? I didn't do a video yesterday. I was a little bit overwhelmed between my normal job at the restaurant and the pizza shop, and then also trying to get some more football content done for the weekend. So unfortunately, I didn't have a video yesterday, but I wanted to make up to you guys. So we're doing an NBA player prop video today to make up for the lack of a video yesterday. So with that being said, guys, let's get into it. 4 picks coming at you now. All right, guys, our first pick in today's slate, we're targeting the Suns-Timberwolves game, 3:30 p.m. tip-off. It's very weird for me doing a video on Sunday. I'm not used to seeing the early NBA games. I'm used to always seeing the nighttime slates. Feels like I'm in the upside down right now, but we do have the early game here, 3:30 p.m. tip-off, Suns-Timberwolves. I'm going Nickeil Alexander-Walker over 10.5 points plus assists. Now, I've already taken this prop a couple times this year, and we've hit on every time we've taken it, so I'm going to go and take it again here. Available for -150 on DraftKings, available on multiple sports books for varying odds. And the data is very solid here. A 69, pause for applause, 69% hit rate so far this year for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He's averaging 11.54 points plus assists per game this year for the Timberwolves. He's cashed in 9 out of 13 games, including 4 of his last 5. And if that doesn't look good, guys, the head-to-head data is also very solid here. 4 of his last 7 meetings with the Phoenix Suns, all 7 meetings taking place last season, he cashed the over. 57% hit rate, 4 out of 7, 13.29 points plus assists per game. That includes the playoff series, that first-round playoff series against the Suns last year. The volume is there. That's the important thing, is the volume is there for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He's averaging in this season, I should say, he's averaging about 24 minutes per game. But you look at over the last 5 games or so, you see his minutes have been increasing. 27 minutes here, almost 26 minutes there, 27 minutes, 32 minutes. The last game, a little bit less, and an overtime win over the Kings. He had played just 20.5 minutes. But overall, the volume is there. That's the important thing. He's playing a lot of minutes. The Timberwolves, he's having a good season, and Minnesota's rewarding him by giving him more volume, giving him more usage here. Overall, so far this year, the Suns, they are 14th overall in points allowed, 16th overall in assists allowed. Versus shooting guards in particular, they are 15th in points allowed and 24th in assists allowed. So really good matchup here for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He also plays some time at the 3 as well, 14th in points allowed, 9th in assists allowed to the 3. Not as impressive, but overall, I think the matchup is solid enough. And again, he has cashed it in 4 of his last 7 meetings with the Phoenix Suns. He played a lot of minutes in those playoff games, though, so we're going to need him to play a decent amount of minutes. But again, seeing what we've seen in the last few games, the volume's been there. So he's been playing a lot of minutes. As long as he plays, I would say between 22, 23, and like 27 minutes a game, he plays around that mark, we should be good to go. Again, when he played, this is a data range to show you guys, when he plays between 22 minutes and 27 minutes, which has been kind of the norm for him lately. 80% hit rate so far this year, 4 out of 5 games he's cashed the over. So pretty good marks here. I like the spot for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. All right, guys, our second prop in today's slate. We're moving on to the Heat-Pacers game, 5 p.m. tip-off tonight. We're going Tyler Herro of the Miami Heat under 10.5 rebounds plus assists. We're getting this for -130 in DraftKings, again, available on multiple sports books for varying odds. And for -130, the data is absolutely fantastic on this prop. Herro's cashed the under in 8 of his 11 games so far this year. 8 out of 11, that's a 73% hit rate so far this year for Tyler Herro. He's averaging 10.27 rebounds plus assists, so he's had a couple of big games that kind of help the numbers go up. And even when he misses, they're close misses for sure. But they are misses nonetheless. Even look at those last 20 games dating back to last year, a 65% hit rate on this under for Tyler Herro. 13 of his last 20 games with an average of 10.5 rebounds plus assists per game. The head-to-head data also very solid. Each of the last 2 times he faced off with the Indiana Pacers, which includes one meeting just a couple of days ago, he's cashed the under with flying colors, honestly. Very convincing cashes here. He's averaging 7 rebounds plus assists per game against the Pacers in each of the last 2 meetings. They played just a couple of days ago on November 15th. He had just 3 rebounds and 5 assists in that game. The previous meeting back to April of last year, 5 rebounds and 1 assist. So the Pacers done a really good job of minimizing those rebounds and assists for Tyler Herro. And it makes a lot of sense. Versus shooting guards this year, the Pacers, number 1 in both rebounds and assists allowed. Really good marks. Just 5.6 rebounds allowed per game against opposing shooting guards and just 4.1 assists allowed per game to opposing shooting guards. So a really solid defensive matchup here. The data overall is pretty solid for Tyler Herro. Really solid spot. For -132, really solid value here. All right, guys, our third prop in today's slate. We're moving on to the Rockets-Bulls game, 7 p.m. tip-off. We're going Jalen Green of the Houston Rockets here over 23.5 points plus assists. It's available from -115 on DraftKings, also available on Prize Picks. Data, again, pretty solid on this one, guys. 54% hit rate so far this year for Jalen Green on this over. He's cashed the over in 7 out of 13 games thus far with the Houston Rockets this year, averaging 22.69 points plus assists per game. Now, admittedly, he started the season off with 5 consecutive cashes, and then since then, just 2 of his last 8 games he managed to cash the over. He's been a little bit of a rough run here. He really just hasn't been shooting the ball well. If we go ahead and narrow this down to the last 5 games, again, just one of his last 5 he's cashed the over. He's only shooting 36% from the floor. The volume is there. He's still taking just shy of 16 shot attempts per game, so he's shooting still a pretty solid amount. However, he's just not shooting the ball well. Like I said, you look at the last game, 36%, 33, 40, 35, 36, just not shooting the ball well right now. But there's no better spot to get your confidence back, to find your shot, than playing the Chicago Bulls. This defense overall is atrocious. The second worst defense in the NBA in both points and assists allowed. This team is literally unwatchable defensively. Or I guess you could say they're incredibly watchable because teams go off. Players could put up crazy numbers when they play the Chicago Bulls. It's a really good matchup. Look at the insights provided by Outlier. Jalen Green has exceeded 24.5 points plus assists in 10 of his last 13 games versus bottom 10 defenses for assists allowed, averaging 29.5 points plus assists per game in those matchups. So a really good matchup here. And the head-to-head data also pretty solid. Each of the last 2 times he's faced off with the Chicago Bulls, both of course taking place last season, he cashed the over, averaging 27.5 points plus assists per game versus shooting guards, which is where Jalen Green plays. The Bulls 29th in points allowed, 26th in assists allowed. So just a really solid matchup here. I think this is a get-right game for Jalen Green. The Bulls are nice. They're a Viagra for players' stats. They're a Viagra for player props because everybody puts up crazy numbers when they play the Bulls. I think that Jalen Green is not the exception here. I think he bounces back in a big way. So give me his over here, 23.5 points plus assists. And guys, for our fourth and final prop in today's slate, we're moving on to the Jazz-Clippers game, 9 p.m. tip-off. We're going James Harden of the LA Clippers over 14.5 rebounds plus assists. This is another one of my player props I played, I think, at least once or twice this year. I've had some success betting it. So we're going to rock with it again. -125 on DraftKings. Also available for other sportsbook, again, for varying odds, kind of the story with every pick. Similar to the Jalen Green pick, this pick was dynamite starting the year. He actually cashed the over in 6 straight games to open the season. Since then, over the last 7 games, he's cooled off. He's cashed the over in just 2 of his last 7 games. But overall, a 62% hit rate on the year, averaging 16.31 rebounds plus assists per game. And like the last prop, this is all about the matchup. Yes, the recent data is not fantastic, but the matchup is too sweet to not go ahead and take advantage of. The head-to-head data, 2 of his last 3 meetings with the Utah Jazz, he's cashed the over, averaging 15 rebounds plus assists per game. He had a really big game back on April 5th of last year where he had 15 assists and 10 rebounds and what was a massive win for the Clippers. So the potential is there for James Harden to put up some stats here. Overall, the Jazz, they are 12th in points and rebounds allowed, Not a bad rebounding team, averaging 42.9 rebounds allowed to opposing teams. They are, however, bottom 5 in the NBA, 25th in assists allowed, giving up 27.4 assists to opposing teams. Now, we're going to look at both point guard and shooting guard numbers because Harden, although he's technically a shooting guard because of the state of the Clippers, he plays point guard a lot, so we're going to look between those 2 positions. Looking at versus point guards, the numbers defensively for the Jazz against point guards. They are 13th in rebounds allowed to opposing point guards, giving up 5.6 rebounds per game, but 26th in assists allowed, giving up 9.8 assists allowed per game to opposing point guards. So pretty good numbers there. However, versus shooting guards, they're even better. They are 29th, second worst team in terms of rebounds allowed, giving up 9 rebounds per game to opposing shooting guards, and they are 28th in assists allowed, giving up 7 assists per game to opposing shooting guards. So whatever way you put it, they're not good defensively against the backcourt. Harden has a pretty solid matchup. He should go ahead and cash the over here for -125 odds too. Really good value here. So guys, those are all 4 picks in today's Sunday NBA slate from me. Again, a little bit weird to be doing a Sunday video. It won't happen very often unless I miss a Saturday video. Normally I don't do videos on Sunday, but I want to take care of you guys. I love giving you guys the picks, the props. I don't like cheating you guys of that. So, not giving a video on Saturday, I had to do it today. But guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you very much. If you did, please go ahead and comment 9 down below. We just hit the 9-minute mark in today's video. So if you watched all the way through and you enjoyed today's picks and today's video, please go ahead and comment 9 down below. I'll be back tomorrow on Monday with another NBA player prop video. But until then, guys, I hope you're all winners. Enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, whether you're watching football or basketball, whatever the case may be. Enjoy your weekend and make sure to go check out all of our great content. We have a ton of NFL picks videos between Trey, Ev, and I. We all have our NFL picks videos out. So much great content here. You don't want to miss any of it. So, guys, I'll see you all tomorrow with another NBA player prop video. But until then, I hope you're all winners. Enjoy your Sunday, guys.